So today we will learn collections. In collections, we are going to cover something called array list. Another one is called as a hash maps. So it is array. So the use is to save multiple elements of same data type. These two collections will overcome the disadvantage that we faced in array. That is what is we need not have the fixed size given in initial stage itself. So this can be this particular disadvantage is overcome. So the whatever the elements you are at, it will be added. Okay, so first we for anything to save or to store, what are the things we need to know is declaration, how to declare. Second, how to assign the value. Third, after assigning, how to get the size. Fourth, how to retrieve the S values. So same values. So these are the four things we have to know. So array, like two types we know how to declare, how to assign also. Either you can assign it when you declare, otherwise you can declare it with the size, then you can assign it using the index. Then the size of the array you can get by array name dot length. You can retrieve the values using the index. So like that we are going to see how all these four can be done using an array list. Array list can be declared using, this is the syntax array list, and here you can give the data type. So what type of data you are going to save? Name of the array list equal to new is a keyword, then array list. Again you give the data type, open and close bracket semicolon. This is how you will declare. That is the syntax. Okay. How to assign is array list name. Okay, array list name dot add. Here inside this you have to declare the elements. Okay. So how to find the size of the array list is array list name dot size. So this is the way you will find the size of the array list. How to get the values is array list name dot get. Here you will give the index of the array list. Okay, so this is how we will see one by one in detail how we can do it. So creating a new class for learning practicing the array list, naming array list example and checking main method so that it will be added. Okay, now let's declare array list. Okay, see control spacement, it will give you the suggestion. So you can see array list, and at first I'm going to save the integer. Okay, integer, and array list I'm giving it as employee ID equal to new array list. So how to add the things? Employee array list name dot add. Since it's an integer, I'm adding the numbers. I can add how much hour I want. Okay, adding is done. So declaration, adding elements done. What is the next thing? How to find the size of the array? Size of the array list. Size of the array list equal to array list name dot size. This will retrieve you, give you the size of the array list. You can print and see how many elements are there in that particular array list. Next, so this is how you'll find the size of the array list. I'm just putting it inside comment. Whatever you are writing as a comment, nothing will happen during execution. It will be ignored by the compiler. Next, how to retrieve the value from the array list. Okay. For that, we have to know how it is saved dynamically. So, like a variable creation, array creation only. First, it will create an employee ID memory location to save the index. Sorry. So it will create one box, okay, with the name employee ID. It have any rack initially. So the next one, it is adding an element. When it is adding an element, when it is only one, then it will save one only, 1001. When another element is saved, then the rack will be divided. So 101 and the next element will be saved here. Okay. So on adding, sorry, 2001. It's 20. So next, if you wanted any part of your thing, you can add the element. Now I'm going to add 5000. So again, what will happen is the rack will be created. One more row will be created to save the third element, that is 5000. So like that. So after that, when you find the size will be added. The size count will be added. The new size you can see. New size you will be able to see. So this is how you will add. When you add, each row will be named with the index. The index will be started with 0, like arrays only, 0, 1 and 2. So the number of elements is 3 and the index starts with 0. So if you want, then how you can retrieve it by giving the index. So if I give 2, the index of the 2 element it is holding as 5000. This will be retrieved. So I wanted to this means I can print by assigning to the variable. Otherwise I can print just like that. So ID inside index 2 is just for the information I'm giving this particular string result. Either you can retrieve and print like this. Otherwise, you can also print like this. Get of 0. Okay. Run. So the first size of the array is 2. After adding one more element, the array list is added by 1, that is 3. The next is the index 2 is 5000. Yeah, index 2 is 5000 and 0. So the element inside the 0th index is 1001. That's what it is printed. This is some array list declaration, how you can add the element, retrieve the element, size of the element. Why we need to know the sizes you can also use the for loop to read all the element. Now see, index start with 0. So my loop also start with 0. So you know the size. So you can give the size of the array. And then you can retrieve the value by giving give the index value, give the array name dot get of I. So what will happen? First index is 0. So employee ID of get of 0 will be printed. After that I will be incremented by 1. So 1. index of 1 will be printed, then 2. So the size of the array is 2. 2 is less than 3. Yes. So it will be printed. Now I value is 3. 3 is less than 3. No, it is equal to 3. So it will come out. So that is the thing. So let's run. See, 0, 1 it's printed. Why 2 is not printed is the size of the array list here is 2. But after we added, we did not save that thing. That is the why it is not printing. So what you can do is, you can update the new value by having the same thing without declaring again. So what will happen is, after adding, whatever the new updated value will be taken in the variable. Now you can see. So yeah, so this is how the array list behave. So any doubts?
Yes, ma'am. Here, size of the array list is just a variable name, right? Or it is
Yes,
syntax
it's a
variable
variable
name,
name.
Okay, fine.
So
Okay,
what
fine.
happened is, when the variable name is there, I'm finding size and saving the value. So
Yeah.
So that particular value will be saved here. But after that, I added another value. So the size will be counted as added by 1. So that new value will not be updated in this location. So I have to update the new value. Then only you will be able to read all the two values. That is the thing. All right. So same thing, the same way only array, but the difference is you will be able to add dynamically elements. You need not give the size at the initial staging. This is array list. Next collections we are going to learn is hash maps. First, what is a hash map is? Hash map is otherwise called as key value pairs. What is that means? Now, let me open an Excel sheet. So, we know, like, each one of us in our college school, we had something called as roll number. Across roll number, we will have all details like name, marks, like all the semester 1 marks, or your quarterly exam, first term exam and all, and also your personal details also. So everything, now your education details also will be mapped to your roll number, as well as your personal details also will be mapped to your roll number. So your roll number will act as a key, and for that key, the number of values, the value will be mapped to it. Whenever you are going to say a roll number, the corresponding details, for example, you want your marks, you will say your roll number. Some people in your college or your school, they will ask your roll number, they will enter in their database, they will pull all the values, give you. Same thing for your personal information. So the roll number will act as a key, and the corresponding values are the values of the roll number. So similarly in hash map, for a row, for a key, there will be a value. It can be a single value, or it can be a collection or multiple values also. Whenever you give a key, it should be able to retrieve all the values mapped to the particular key. So now first we learn how to save a single value for a single key. Then we will learn how to save a multiple values for the single key. So first we will learn these are the 4 things we need to learn: how to declare, how to assign, how to retrieve, and how to find the size. So first we'll see the syntax. Syntax is hash map. So key, what data type of a key, that should be comma, and then value data type. And then hash map name equal to new keyword of hash map. Same thing, you will be entering key data type, comma, value data type, and open and close. How to assign the value is hash map name dot put Here you have to give the key and the values to save it. Okay. How to retrieve is hash map name dot get. Here you will be giving the key. So for which key you need to get the value, the key you will get, the corresponding value it will retrieve and it will show it to you. Find the size is hash map name dot size. This only used for finding the size of the hash map. Let's learn how to do it practically by creating a new class to learn hash maps. So first let's declare. I'm going to take integer as a key and then the value as a string. Okay. Hash map name I'm giving as employee details equal to new hash map of this thing. Okay. Now let me add. So this is how you declare. Next is adding. How to add an element is hash map name dot put key I'm giving as 1001, value is ABC. I can add more number of values also. Okay. 2000 and the value is Jack. How to retrieve the value is hashmap dot get and give the key. If I give 2000, the corresponding values it will retrieve. Let me print and show you. How to find the size is hashmap dot size of. This will give you the size of the hash map. Okay. Let me add it as a declaration. Let me run. So size of the hash map is 2 and the value of the key 2000 is Jack. This is how it will be retrieved for a single value. Now we will learn how to retrieve it for the multiple, how to add multiple value for a single key and how to retrieve it. So here I'm going to have array list or array, anything, because to save a multiple value, what you have to use collections or array. So I'm using array list of string. This is the type of value. So first for key, if I want to save a multiple value, first I have to, if it is a string, I can write it in double quotes, but array list means first I have to add the multiple values and keep it ready. Then I should be able to add it. Okay. So I'm just creating one array list of string employee 1 equal to new array list. First you add the values. Employee 1, employee or 1 dot add something, say salary, I'm just adding. Okay. Let me add another array list for employee 2. Value is ready. Now let's map with the key. Employee details dot put, dot put. The key is employee ID. I'm just giving 1001 comma array list of employee 1. So what will happen? 1001 will hold values of this array list. Okay. Next, employee detail dot put and the value is employee 2. Sorry. Done. So now let's retrieve and see. Very simple. Same thing. How you retrieve is just give the employee detail, that is the hash map, and give the key. So if I give 1002, the value which is inside this array list should be displayed for us. So let's run and see. See, it's displayed. So the 1002 has the value employee 2 and 20,000 and it is getting displayed. So you can have it like this. Employee detail of employee ID 1002 is, and you can print the details. See, 1002 is this one. You can also print for 1001 by giving the key. So the corresponding value, it should be able to retrieve it for you. Yeah, done. Okay. So this is hash map. Any doubt?
Can you explain this practically, ma'am? I'm not clear.
Okay. What do you want me to do? Aishwarya, your voice is not clear. Can you please tell again? Yeah, tell me.
Employee 1 and employee 2 to what? What is going? I'm not clear.
Okay, I understood that you are not clear. Other than that, I'm not able to understand because your voice is breaking. Anyway, I'll tell it again like one by one. So now the declaration of the hash map is to save one integer corresponding to the multiple values. When you want to store multiple values, you have to use either of the collections or the array list. First, you have to keep the values ready. Then you have to map it with the key integer. So first for me, I need to save two employee details for the so let me cell and show you. So it's like this: employee ID, name, salary. Okay. So the our requirement is we need to save A, B, C, and then Jack. So this is our data. Sorry, my Excel has a problem. Okay, this is our data. Now, this is the key, okay, and these are the values. Okay, so to save it like this, sorry, I'll put some other color. Okay, these are the values. So the key, the integers, single integer. So 1001 comma these values I have to save. So when I want to save multiple values of same type, so these are, I can save it as an integer also. So if I want to do, I have to use or an array list. Here I am using an array list. How you will save it? Array list, you know, declare. How to add, you know. So I did like that. I added the element. So now I'm mapping it as 1001 and giving the array list name. So this name has a collection of multiple values. When I want to print the value mapped with 1001, I'm giving the key. Corresponding value saved in the array list will be printed in your console. Same thing for 1002. Okay.
Okay.
This is how it works. So you practice and see, you will be fine. Okay. So this is the hand.
Here put refers to adding.
Yeah, the put refers to adding, mapping the key with the value.
Okay.
Right. So this is here we are completing the collections. What is the next thing we are going to learn is we are going to learn something called as a methods. What are methods? I'll give the introduction. So what are the methods means? Now, for example, now you know how to make your hand work, how to make your leg work. Now there should be circumstances like now you have a hand and you have a leg. Now you are a human being. Now one human being will have a multiple functions like a writing, like a walking, like a running, like a blinking, everything. So the human to take it as a class will have a multiple functions to work. So now we are learning only one function. So how we can do multiple function, how I can utilize whenever I required all that is by using a method. So methods is nothing but you can write multiple methods, not only main method, multiple methods, and we'll see how to call those methods also tomorrow. Okay, so that we will see
Yeah.
tomorrow. I will send you the recording and assignment for today. Practice it so that tomorrow you will be fine to start with methods. Okay.
Okay. And today we'll have today exercise.
Today what?
I will send you the exercise for today's session.
Yeah, assignments. Yeah, I will give you. I'll email you as usual. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Have
bye.
you seen the mail? Any issues regarding that?
Yeah, I saw and it's all fine. That's why I did not tell you anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Okay.
Bye.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Bye.